Welcome back to my channel, you guys. So as a way to try to upcycle some things that I already had and try to give them a little bit more new life, I found two blue planter pots that I had on, sorry, a lot of P's, planter pots that I had on the front porch that I've been using for actual plants, but the thing is, I have just decided I can't do this anymore. As far as like killing off plants, I just can't bring them back to the house to kill them anymore. I've just given up. So basically I decided that I was going to put some artificial plants actually on the porch. Sounds a little trashy, but I'm making it work. So I tried to find some realistic plants at Amazon, and I wanted to take the plant pots that I already had and try to make them a little nicer instead of buying like two new plant pots, obviously. So just to kind of, since I've been buying a lot of new stuff, to kind of counteract that a little bit by just reusing some of my own stuff. So I have these two that are like kind of this turquoisey color. You'll see it in a minute. My friend was talking to me about this, and we had been like talking about what I could do with them, and I'm like, maybe I should just paint them white. But then she had mentioned this technique where it makes it look like a stucco type of pattern, and I had actually seen that before and I completely forgot about it, and then when she brought it up I was like, yes, that's exactly what I should do. That way they look kind of like a nice stone vase, but instead they're just like plastic, fake pots. So anyway, so we're gonna get into the video. I just wanted to give you a heads up on like what the goal of that was. One pot actually did have a hole in it, but then again, they're gonna have fake plants in them, not real plants, so we don't have to worry about drainage, and quite frankly I can just turn the pot around and no one will see the hole. So anyway, but let's get into it. So other than washing the pots, the first thing you want to do, or the second thing I guess in this case you want to do, is to go ahead and mix baking soda and a white paint together, and then you just basically start painting it on. Initially I started with just making kind of like just smooth brush strokes. Later I decided to do more of a swirly pattern. I did that primarily on the second coat. But I figured like when you do like ceramics and things like that, it's not always perfectly smooth. There might be more texture than that, and I figured like that would give me more of a stone finish. So that's one thing I would advise to do. You can definitely do the like a striped pattern or a lined pattern initially, but then once it's dried and you're doing that second coat, go ahead and add like more of a little bit of texture, like a swirl to it. I feel like that made it a little more realistic. Hey you guys, I'm back with the finished product. So you can see here by how messy this is. If you're planning to do this project, then you need to put a lot more napkins and newspaper down than I did, because I did not think it was going to be that messy. But it is, yeah, kind of a messy project, but so worth it, because I think these look like 100 times better than they did. I'm going to wait for them to dry, and then the next step is to figure out how to put the fake plants in there. They still haven't come in yet, so I'm still waiting on that, but I need to find out some sort of grid system, because I don't want to have to fill the whole thing up all the way like up here, So I'm thinking about putting some sort of like cardboard here, and then maybe put something over it to make it look kind of grassy, like maybe get some faux moss or something from the Dollar Tree, and then at that point put the, like, take the cardboard and then put the flowers in it to hold it steady. So that's kind of my thinking at this point. So I just need to get that measured out, and then yeah, I'll show you what I'm doing once I have my plan figured out. Alright you guys, so I'm going to do this big planter. I just did the small one and I had enough flowers and it looked good, but this planter is very concerning because the other planter barely looks full. Like I could fluff it and kind of fake it and it looks good, but this other one, since it has the same amount of flowers and it's a larger pot, I'm a little concerned here. So I'm just kind of doing the best I can. Sorry. So the way I did it in the other one was actually took some of these longer wedges and kind of came across. So I might have to do that with like 2 wedges. And then also I'm going to put some rocks in the bottom. The rocks are pretty much just to help with, weighting it down. That way if it gets windy or something, they don't blow everywhere. So if they come out of the bag. Oh, they're double bagged. Okay. And let's just weighing it down. the other thing I got. I got this thing too, which might have been fine, but I think the blocks would be better. So the blocks I had like kind of hanging out here and then coming across. So I think, alright you guys, I'm back. So this is the kind of setup I came up with. So I put some rocks down below. This one is like more for making a reef. I guess I could get the white sticker off of it. Anyway, or at least mostly. And then the other ones are just the rectangular bricks. I just cut them and kind of wedged them there. So the goal right now is going to be to put the flowers in there, try to arrange the best I can. And actually, I might put some like newspaper in this area, and then that way I can put moss over top and then make it look more full than it is. So let me do that right now, actually. So alright, so right slap in the middle, I'm going to put a bush. So I kind of fanned the bush out here. Let's see, they're like, I mean, they're not bad size-wise, it's just the fact that I don't have a ton of them.